season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Wolverines will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Aller. Looking to scramble. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. Plus territory, they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run the sneak for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll go with a direct snap. Crosses the 45. Finding an escape route. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burns when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Steps away to find some room. On the run, fires downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to throw, it's Aller. He's moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Wants to fire on second down. He unleashes a long one. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll ride the hot hand. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's reeled in. It's Haynes. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw. And you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Trying to run, it's Haynes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Allard. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games. by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got the back over the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to win.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Timeout, Michigan. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Going to the run to start this second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking for space. It's Hayes. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds his back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, Phyllis, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Allard. Fires to the middle. Found a seam. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
You know, momentum in college football is a real thing, and after scoring on their last drive and still trailing in the game, the head coach decides to take a chance, roll the dice, go onside kick, and they get it. If they can score here, all of a sudden, all the momentum is back on their side.
Throws toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
To the ground with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Dumps it off in the flats. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They stripped it out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Going to the run, it's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Ivy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Allard. He's going to fire deep. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from #4 there.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Toss to the outside. Crosses the 40. There he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.